The LP580-2 is the prescription to cure both symptoms. As the name attests, output drops from 602 horsepower to 572 HP and torque is reduced from 413 pound-feet to 398 lb-feet, all of it sent to the rear wheels. The timed run from 0 to 62 miles per hour is just 0.2 seconds slower than the 610-4. No mere devaluation of potency, engineers remapped the 5.2-liter V10's power and torque delivery so it's different from the AWD version. Power delivery is further differentiated between the 580-2's manual and automatic shifting, and it feels more linear when you're working the paddles. You need a fetish for grills to spot the variance between this car and the all-wheel drive version. Designers reworked the strakes on the lower front intake and removed the hexagonal mesh ornamentation, so you peer straight at radiators. The corners of a larger rear grille cut deeper into the bumper. The badge ahead of the rear wheels says, LP580-2. The standard 19-inch wheels are of a new design called Carry. Those are the visual differences. The cabin is identical. Foregoing driven front wheels shed 73 pounds and shifts front to rear balance from 43/57 in the AWD model to 40/60 here. Suspension spring rates are 10% more relaxed in front, the anti-roll bars are softer, and the bushings throughout more forgiving. The tires are Pirelli P0s designed specifically for this car, with a different compound, structure, and tread design than the LP610-4. In mathematical terms, the maximum roll angle on the two-wheel drive coupe increases by 0.29%, which is like saying it's grown by the width of an eyelash. Laps on the Losail circuit in Doha, Qatar, demonstrated that all the little numbers translate to a massive difference in feel. In strata mode, the system favors understeer, prioritizing safety. In Corsa, the system dials in precision assuming you want the fastest lap time. In Sport, the system opens up the boundaries on slip angle, and it doesn't load up the steering with artificial weight as it does in the AWD car. You can wag the Huracan's backside by trailing in and punching out after the apex, or banging on it all fast and furious, Tokyo drift, spooling the thing out sideways while still in the braking zone. The ticking motion is gone, this car flows. In fact, the front end is so lively it's peaking in the direction of sensitive. In one section of Losail there's a medium speed tight right into a tight left, the track crowned between them. The AWD coupe would have simply torqued its way through the crossover. You don't plow through that kind of terrain in the RWD coupe, its front end going buoyant over the crest as it held tight to our chosen line. Once we had learned the surface and how the coupe's weight shifts front to back and side to side, nailing a seamless flick through that kink was its own reward on every lap, the best part being that a driver can figure out how to get it done their own way. This car will still protect you from yourself. Coming out of a high-speed right-hander we saw the guy behind fishtailing the entire length of our rear-view mirror, then the car righted itself with a snap. He barely fell back, the Huracan reacts too quickly. Instead of ECUs doing calculations, the Lamborghini Piattaforma Inerziale puts 3 accelerometers and 3 gyroscopes in the coupe's center of gravity to measure yaw, pitch, and roll. The LPI's 10 millisecond input/response time with the various control systems avoids the lag of computers having to do calculations, bailing you out of bad action while you're still on the throttle. If you need to dive on the brakes, only a touch of squirm remains. It's there, but no longer unsettling. The LP580-2 retains all the best bits of the LP610-4, namely being a comfortable, beautiful, mid-engined, naturally aspirated V10 exotic with abundant horsepower, terrific grip, a numinous whale. On top of that, it is $38,250 less expensive than, and virtually indistinguishable from, its all-wheel drive stablemate and can be built up with every feature on the more expensive car. Most importantly, the 580-2 is more pliant and markedly more fun to drive if driving is your thing. Lamborghini says that 30% of its customers have never owned one of its cars before. The LP 580-2 is where those buyers should make their acquaintance with the brand.